Welcome, welcome, welcome. For a live show. I had my alarm set, so I had to deactivate my alarm. What's going on, guys? Chris, how you doing? Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. The main thing we're going to talk about, chainsaw safety and maintenance. Keep these bad boys running for years. Hey Paco, what's going on? Hey Fury buddy, how you doing? So the main thing we're going to be talking about is chainsaw safety and maintenance. I'm going to cover a few other things, some updates for the Slumberyard Handcrafted. We're also going to do a little giveaway too, which is going to be kind of fun. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes, let everyone get in here. I'm going to remind everyone about the giveaway that I'm doing. It's coming up November 28th. We're going to be selecting the winners. So this plus a battery and a charger is the grand prize. That's pretty sweet. So if you have not entered, check my feed and look for the original giveaway post. It's the standard repost, like, follow. For some additional entry, you can tag some friends, you know, that sort of deal. So check my feed for that. There's also a second place prize pack that's got some good stuff in here. Something like that. These are impact driver set from Milwaukee. It's kind of the highlight of the second place prize pack. And then third place, or third winner, is going to get a Slumberyard Handcrafted t-shirt, nice and soft. So, Sam, how you doing? All right, so we're going to jump in. I'm Josh with Slumberyard Handcrafted. I've been doing these lives for a few weeks on Tuesday nights. Hopefully everyone likes them, getting some value out of them, getting some information. Today we're going to talk about chainsaw safety and maintenance. Real quick, just kind of a few big ones. Read your owner's manual when you get these things. Not every model's the same. They all don't have the same size screws and such, so read the manual when you get it. It's super important. It's going to tell you a lot about the features and where things are. As far as things that you have to maintain, besides the chain, that's the obvious one. There's a fuel filter, there is an air filter, there is a spark arrestor inside here, inside the muffler. These are all things that have to be monitored. So spark arrestor, that's probably once a season. It's a little plate, fiberglass plate. Like once, bring it out in the, the saw out in the spring, change that or change it before you put it away. Air filter, which is usually in the, underneath this big plastic cover. Keep an eye on that. Beginning of the season, check it. Throughout the season, check it. There's also a fuel filter too that you're going to want to check. So those are kind of like the three, other than the chain, things you have to keep an eye on with the chainsaw and monitor. Other things, really you're just wanting to make sure your cover bolts are all staying tight. After each use, you're going to want to check those. Other than that, that's really it. Other than the chain, hopefully everybody knows, and no one's paying someone to sharpen their chain for them unless they got someone that's really good and they're free. It's $25, $15, $20 kit that you can buy at most big box home improvement stores. It usually comes with at least the standard small normal kit comes with a handle. That's a multi-function handle, so it holds your round file, and it will also hold your flat file in there. So it's kind of a multi-function. So if everyone doesn't know how to sharpen their own chain, go to YouTube, learn how to do it. So I mostly use my chainsaw for chainsaw milling. So I usually sharpen mine once every 12, 15 feet, somewhere in there, of cutting. It seems like a little excessive, but I don't really grind down on it. I just kind of give it a quick pass on each tooth. As far as the rakers go, I do that like once, twice a month. Just check those. So if you're not, like I said, if you're not familiar with how to sharpen your chainsaw, please go to YouTube, find some really, Husqvarna's got some really good videos. I have the Husqvarna file kit, and they have really good videos on how to use them. So learn how to sharpen your own chain. It's definitely definitely worth it. It saves you money. So as far as that goes, for chainsaw maintenance, that's really it. At the end of the season, if you're going to store it with fuel on it, put some stable in it. If you're going to store it, you know, keep that stuff, you know, from gunking up, jamming up. Trying to think of anything else that you need to do. As far as safety with a chainsaw goes, oh yeah, how long does it take to sharpen? If you're me, it takes a long time because I'm not as practiced as some people. What I will say this, and I did not follow my instructions, my own instructions when I did this, take a Sharpie or a Rev marker and mark your first tooth that you sharpen, and then as you sharpen, just keep rolling the chain back. And so you'll know where you ended up, you know where you started with it. That way, you know, you're not sharpening the same tooth again. So you kind of keep your place with it that way. So also invaluable tool, usually when you buy a chainsaw, or it does come with the Grandberg mill, is the scrench, your screwdriver, multi-tool wrench. This thing's a lifesaver. I usually, if I just have the chainsaw with me, I'll stick it in my back pocket. Or if you guys watched the chainsaw milling live show, I actually stuck it in the handle of my Grandberg mill, so it keeps it there. But this is a handy little tool. I keep it in my back pocket. You know, just keep it handy with you. Things you have to adjust, tension on the chainsaw blade, you know, that sort of thing. You have a tool there handy for you. So any other questions on chainsaw maintenance, and we'll jump over to safety a little bit. Like I said, please read your manual when you get these things. As far as safety, these things are very dangerous if you use them the wrong way. If you use them the right way, with all the safety precautions, you're gonna have a good time. For cutting, do not bury the tip of this thing into some wood. That's gonna cause a kickback. It's gonna jump back at you. You may see people that use chainsaws for carving. A lot of people do. They're specially designed tips, bars for chainsaw carving. These ones are not made for that, so don't start carving with these things. They're specialty bars. If you want to get into chainsaw carving, buy a bar that's made for chainsaw carving. Do not just take this thing and just go to town on it. Now that's not to say you can't, and a lot of people do when they're felling a tree, is they will create a hinge. If you look on Google, there's, you know, explanations on how to do it, but that does require you to plunge the saw into the wood. That's a little different because there's not going to be any kickback if you're plunging the entire thing in. There's nowhere for it to go. So that's a little different. But do some research, watch some YouTube videos, get some education there if that's something you want to get into. As far as safety, other safety things, do not walk around with it with the brake disengaged. That's a no-no because this thing will still keep going. If you fall and you like hit the triggers, that's not good. Don't do that. Try to read your comments too. I have a new phone now. I have the 8 Plus, which is way bigger screen than my old 6. So I can actually see your comments from here pretty well. So thank God. So I'm trying to read those as I go. So if I interrupt, wait. Don't bury the tip when you're like cutting in, but if you're gonna plunge it, look up tree felling with the hinge. It's different. Let me try to think if I have an example. The plunge is different than burying the tip when you're cutting, especially for when you're milling. If you're cutting if you're cutting lumber with your chainsaw mill, your Grandberg, and you exceed, if the wood starts to exceed, it's wider than this can actually kick back, catch and kick back. You want this part to be outside of the wood when you're milling. So does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, small. There you go. So yeah, plunging it in there to create the hinge when you're felling is different. So that's why it won't kick back, because there's nowhere for it to go because you're plunging it in. As far as when you're milling, if you let the wood go too far over the edge, if wood's out here, it'll catch and it can kick back at you. Or not even just milling, if you're holding like this and you bury the tip down into like a log, cutting like this, it'll spring back, it can kick back at you. That's why you'll see some kind of horror pictures, ER pictures of people with a chainsaw tip right there. So that's burying the tip. Other safety things. I do this all the time, and I should not do this. Do not refuel a hot chainsaw. That could be a bad time. I have done it. I don't always let it cool down because I like to refuel it after each pass when I'm milling, only because I don't want to be mid-pass and run out of fuel. So I'm going to do a better job of letting it cool down before I refuel it. I also check the oil after each run. That's something you want to do. You don't want to run out of oil when you are milling or otherwise cutting. So just keep an eye on those things. Otherwise, other safety things. Things to wear when you are cutting. A helmet would be a great idea if you have access to one. Buy one. They're not that expensive, 25 bucks on Amazon. And you can get the ones with the face shield and the headphones, the ear muffs. You're gonna want that. I would also get something to go over your face, because there's a lot of chainsaw fumes and dust and a lot of stuff. Some people just use like a handkerchief. That works. Yes. Once you let things cool down and refuel, can you bury the tip? You can't bury the tip. You just can't. Under no circumstances. So you can find that helmet. I would also wear not tank tops. I would wear kind of a long t-shirt, long sleeve shirt. Not loose, but something that gives you some coverage here, because there's chips and stuff flying everywhere, so you don't want that all over you. They make chaps. You can buy some, nice strong fabric chaps to put on. Those are a good idea. Steel-toed boots, also a good idea. Gloves, that sort of thing. Those are all good ideas to wear. As far as that, just be careful when you're cutting. Wood is often under tension when it's on the tree and you cut it, and it will spring back at you. So just be careful when you're cutting things. So yes, always chaps, because boy, you've also probably seen those pictures of people in the ER with a chainsaw on their leg or something. It's nasty. It's scary stuff. So any other questions? Any other questions here? Well, I'm glad you're being entertained by it, because that's part of the goal, is to have some fun. So that's it. Unless anybody else has some questions about the chainsaw, that's it. I'm gonna do some, before we get to the giveaway stuff. Did you guys see these hats? Look at that. This is the charcoal on black, and it's already dirty. I've already dirtied it up. That's cool though. Gary at Rustic Art Design, he did my shirts, he did my hats, and he did a great job. I cannot say enough about his customer service. He made my logo fit on the embroidery template. My logo was complex. It gave him fits. I know it did. But he was a trooper, and he got it done for me. So I'm really, really happy with the hats. So I know a lot of you guys have messaged me already about these and shirts and stuff. Gary, Rustic Art Design, I think he's out in Nevada, I believe. Oh, California. He's out in California. Sebastopol, California, I do believe. Seriously, I like this. Look, I've already dirtied it up. Me and my mitts, my chainsaw mitts. I saw a question of oil, I believe. Let's see. Is there a suggestion on chain oil? That's a good question. Do not use motor oil for your chainsaw bar oil. It is not the same viscosity and it will not work. I don't buy expensive chain oil because you use a lot of it. So I just buy, this is just kind of a Menards, it's kind of a Menards brand. It's nothing expensive. You use a lot of it, I will say that. So don't use motor oil, use bar and chain, I think it's called oil. That's what you're gonna wanna use. Let's see here, who else we got? What do we got? I'm trying to read some questions here, guys. Just one eye, you guys just get one eye. Bring that style on Sunday. You want a hat? I only have a few of them, Eddie. You want one? I'll get you one. Bill, your shirt's coming. I got another order in, so shirt's on the way. Let's see. Wait, is that dirt on your hat? Yeah, for my mitts, my chainsaw dusty mitts. How do you sharpen your blade? All right, real quick, I'll do a real quick demo on that. Real quick demo on sharpening. Like I said, YouTube, Husqvarna put out a really good set of how-to videos. They're way better than I'm gonna tell you here, so I would say go to YouTube, but here's just kind of the basics. I bought the Husqvarna filing kit. It's like 25 bucks at Lowe's. So basically it's pretty easy, and I'm gonna try to get you guys in here a little bit closer. If you guys can see, this thing goes on at an angle. This is kind of your all-in-one guide here. This thing goes on at an angle, and what you do is you change out your file into your multi-purpose handle. This is what I do first. I do the teeth first. So what you do is you go through, if I can get this set up on the right, go through, and it's at an angle, because these kits are designed to work exactly with the type of chain, the pitch of your chain. Not all chains are the same. So you have to buy a kit that is designed to go with your chain. So you guys can see there's a mark there. Tells you, back it off a little bit, maybe you see it. Tells you what kind of kit this is for. So basically that goes on there, goes on each tooth. Like I said before, take a marker and mark your first tooth that you start with, and then just give it a couple, you don't need to hog down on it, just a couple light passes, work your way down, and then after that you have to flip this to the other side and go back the other direction to get the other teeth, because each one faces a different direction. Now after you do all that, you have to do your rakers. So your rakers are fairly easy. This guide sets up kind of like at an angle, not that angle. Change out and get your flat file. So to do your rakers, you use this. It's got a setting for what type of woods you'll be doing. Hard and soft. The jokes, they write themselves, eh? So set that up on your teeth, give it a few grinds. You want to keep the top of your rakers even with the top of your teeth. Otherwise, you're not gonna get pulling everything out at a right rate. So that's kind of it. Like I said, there are way better guides on YouTube on how to sharpen a chainsaw. Husqvarna sponsored a bunch of really nice ones out there. I would go look at those, especially if you buy the Husqvarna kit. It's like on Amazon, it's like 15, 20 bucks maybe. Pretty good. So brings me to my next thing. There's a giveaway, I promise. Just hold on. See all this stuff? This is from Granberg in their catalog. It's a whole bunch of electric chainsaw sharpeners and all this stuff. That's probably a really good idea for people that do high production A lot of the guys that Grandberg will sell to, they're high production chainsaw millers, so they probably need that stuff. The normal everyday guy can probably get by with a $20 kit. I'm just saying that. So I wouldn't go buy, unless you want to buy an electric one, that's cool. I just didn't want to waste the money on it because I can do it by hand pretty fast. So a few more things. I got a few more things to talk about. Look at these custom carpenter pencils. Aren't these so cool? Bill, I know you got these made for Grain Knockers and William Patrick Customs. So when I wanted to give something out at markets, at fairs and events, I was trying to think of something and I thought back to that. So thank you for putting me on to the RevMark guys that do these. That was pretty good. They did a really good job. They got here fast. So it was pretty sweet. So now I have something kind of cool to hand out at markets. But here, have a pencil. Take one. I've already handed a bunch of these out. I think I bought 200 and I'm probably handed out 25 or 30 and I've only had them a few days. So, let's see, am I missing anything? All beards matter. Am I missing anything here, guys? I need a shirt. Dustin, you do need a shirt and a hat. You can get them on my website. Oh yeah. I have an online store now on my website, slumberyardhandcrafted.com. So check that out. There's hats and shirts for sale. I'm going to be adding some more gear on there once I kind of finalize and get over the hump of this stuff. So there's going to be some cool stuff coming. I'm not going to go anywhere else besides Gary at Rustic Art Design because he's doing a great job. So he's going to be furnishing all of my gear that goes on my website. I do plan on having wood products for sale on my website too. I don't plan on having finished pieces for sale on there, at least initially. That's just not really my game. But I will be having sawmill products on there for sale. So I'm going to have like some bowl blanks, some pen blanks, just super real cheap, nothing crazy, you know, because pen blanks, they're super cheap anyway. So I just want to put some stuff up there. So be looking out for some of that stuff coming up. I'm going to try to get a hold of some exotic woods because I know that people like turning that stuff. Most of the stuff that I find are American hardwoods. So no one gets really excited about that. I don't know why. They're beautiful woods. All right. So giveaway. You guys are all here for the giveaway, right? I'm going to give something away. Now, I know last week I said I was going to give something away from Milwaukee, like a Milwaukee branded thing. Shame on me. I did not get to the store and get something. But I do have a nice fill-in replacement. Hopefully you guys like it. This is the giveaway item this week. It's the 3,000. I'm trying to read your comments now. I'm gonna hold this here while I read comments. Check out the prize for this week. Chris, your shirt's coming. Yours is in with the order, so it's coming. When I do get Grain Knocker shirts, would it be bad to put grain really small? It's really big across the front. Thread tabs. All right, so sorry, I had to read all the comments. Sorry about the dead air there for a second, guys. So here we go. This is the prize for this week. It is 20. There's 20 in here. Can you read it? 20, you probably can't. So there's 20 of these in here. I didn't realize this either. They're wet and dry. Wet, dry. I'm not even going to make that joke because it writes itself. All right, there's your answer right there. You know what's coming up. You guys know how we're doing this, right? Tiger Shark any good? Very good, actually. I was using it. Like Bill made a very good comment. that I did not address when I was with Chris on the live. If you're gonna be staining stuff, do not use this, don't grind it up to something like this and then try to stain it. It's not gonna work for you. So very good point, Bill. You brought that up and I did not acknowledge it. So you don't wanna go up that high when you're gonna be staining stuff. So, but I do have some projects coming up with Live Edge, and I want that real nice glassy, nice feel to it. So I'm really excited to use those. I bought 2 for myself. Tiger Shark got me 1 to give to you guys. So isn't that cool of them? So I thank them over and over again. So Tiger Shark, thank you very much, you guys. So you did say something smart, and I didn't catch it at first. I'm sorry, Bill, but I went back and I saw that, and I wanted to give you due credit for that. So, so this is the prize. But before we get to the very fun way that we do these prizes, I'm gonna do something a little new this week, and hopefully this will catch on. I know Follow Fridays are really great. I like doing them. I'm still gonna do them, but I wanted to do something else for people that I follow that are doing really well. They're churning out some products that are amazing, but they don't have a ton of followers. So I'm gonna do something like this. What do you guys think about this? You guys go. Follow of the week. Mr. Franco is so very supportive of the things that I make. He likes it. He's doing all kinds of stuff. So I just want to give him a shout, say thank you. Each week I'm going to pick somebody else that I follow. They're doing a really great job. They don't have a ton of followers. So go give him a follow. He's got some good stuff on his feed. So good stuff there. He's so supportive of me. He's always liking my stuff. So I just want to give him that acknowledgement. So that's pretty cool. So you get, here's the prize. You get this. So you guys know how this is going to go, right? I'm gonna break something, except this time I'm going WPC and putting some glasses on. Since the answer we do. All right, here we go. All right, so you guys know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna run out of boards and pieces to break here eventually. So I'm gonna break this, and then I'm gonna measure it, and I'm gonna look at your guesses. You get 1 guess. It is your first guess that will count. It will take me a little bit longer because there is, what, 20 people on here now? Gabriel, how you doing? So it's gonna take me a little bit longer because I don't have my special guest, Chris Parker, here to look at and see who won it. So you are taller than 5'5", and your hands are probably bigger. So here we go. Got my safety glasses on this time. Oh my God, remember when I couldn't break the board last time? What if I can't do it again? Here you go, guys. How long is this strip? And for those of you just joining us, you're gonna win a 20 pack of 3000 Grit Tiger Shark sanding pads. These are 5-inch. They are the Velcro-y hook and loop deal. So it's just closest answer to this, the length of this, over, under, it's just whoever's closest. If there's a tie, it's the first person to guess it based on my feed. That's just the way that's gonna go. I thought this was kind of a neat way to do the giveaways on the week. I guess I can take these off now. There we are, that's better. So what do you guys think? All right, everybody got their guesses in? You're gonna get one of these, the little packs of Tiger Shark, 4,000. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. You guys heard Chris Parker and I were talking about it, and he had that sample that was that Makey Mike, I believe it was, did up that sample with that 3000 grit. It was so smooth, so smooth. All right, everyone get your guesses. I'm gonna shut this off here pretty soon. Yeah, you like that? Oh my God. Should I do it like that? Really throw people off? That could be 10 feet. You can't tell. Let's see. All right. It's about there. About there. All right. All right, guys. Gonna cut it off here in a second. Everybody got their guesses in? I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, it is. You were totally right. Mikey Makey. Yeah, there we go. He had that sample made up that was really nice. All right, I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna find the winner and then I'll show you, okay? That's how this is gonna go. I just want to be able to announce it. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see who got it. No one got it dead on. I'm gonna write it on here. I'm gonna try to wheel this over here so you guys can see it. All right, so get the tip in the frame. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is 31 and a half, almost dead on. So who got close to 31 and a half? 31 and a half. Did anyone get it? I didn't see, but it's possible someone did. $31 and a half. Chi-Town got 31. Is he a back-to-back winner? Oh my God. AJ, you're back-to-back winner? Chi-Town got it back-to-back weeks. Last week he got the shirt. Last week he got the shirt. So, there you go, AJ. You won. You were the closest one. How is it fixed? Oh my God, you saw me break it and everything. How is this fixed? I'm trying to, serious, trying to make it be callable, seriously. Oh guys, come on. I'm losing the crowd. I lost them. I went off camera. Never watching it again. Oh my God, guys. Sleight of small hands. Well, I'll come up with a different method if you guys think this isn't a good way to do it. What do you guys think? You guys like this method? You guys don't like this method? I was trying to think of something different, but maybe this isn't the right way to go. I'll think of something else. I was trying to think of something chaotic and fair, I guess. To be fair, Chris's mom has also won this like 3 times. She's won it 3 times. She only got 1 prize. She gave up her 2nd prize and her 3rd prize, but she did guess it successfully 3 times. So, good one. So, all right, so AJ, you're gonna get this in the mail. I already have your address. I know where to send it. So, it's fine if I win. Next week, don't go away. There's still more. Next week, did you guys see my post about this thing? Just do better. Thank you. I will try my best and have fun. So you guys see my post about the paddle that we're currently in development. I'm gonna kind of show you where we're at with that next week. How you can kind of grab a 2x4 and go with it. So that's what we're gonna do next week. Paddle crafting. Also on the 28th, Tuesday the is that the 28th? Yeah, Tuesday the 28th. I'm gonna be with Ron. Ron, say hello so everybody knows who it is. More of that tip jar. So Ron, say hi so everyone knows who you are. I know you're in here. So I'm gonna be at Ron's shop. This is gonna be the first ever on-site. I'm taking this show on the road, and I'm gonna go to Ron's shop. There he is, and he's going to show us a little bit about what he does. He does welding. He does some really nice woodworking, and he adds them together into some very cool projects. So he's also gonna help me do the giveaway. The big one with the nailer and the cool prize pack and stuff. So tune in and check that out. Any other questions before I go? I feel like I covered everything. I ran a little bit long, but I'm so appreciative for you guys. Keep tuning in. I can't say enough. This is awesome. You guys keep tuning in for this stuff. You guys liking the weekly giveaways other than the way I do it? But the prizes seem okay. It's going to be small stuff for the most part. I do have some plans for some larger things that'll be sprinkled in, but to keep Mama happy and the budget in line, it's going to be mostly small stuff. So let's see. I'm just messing with you. I haven't looked in. All right. Anybody else got any questions here before I sign off? New Lennox. I did. Oh, you got to send me your address because I got to figure out how. Let me get their karate chops. Can you karate chop something for your closing? You guys want me to do that? You guys want me? Bill does. You guys want me to break something? Just like, with this paddle that I'm developing in development right now, just like right in half. Look out! Look out! So next week I'm gonna talk paddle stuff. The giveaway for next week. Let's go with something from Milwaukee. I'm gonna go down to the Depot of Homes, and I'm gonna pick some Milwaukee thing off the shelf, and I'm gonna toss that out there. So that would be cool. Alma, you want me to? I want to do like once a guest a month. So Alma, if you want to be a guest, I'd be more than happy. That would be awesome if you would host me at your shop, because you do have some very cool toys that I don't have. You don't have anything rigid though. You got a lot of green and gray and pretty tools. So I'd be cool if you want to do that. If you wanted to host me, I would definitely come out there for a Tuesday show, or we can do a special edition. Let's see, give me your live signature. Karate chopping something. Next week, a prize I don't have. You don't have any of this. I bet you don't. Do you? Yeah? You got any of this? Maybe do another one. So, yeah, I know everyone likes... I don't have anything Milwaukee personally, but I know everyone likes their products. I did throw some in the second place prize pack, just because I know everyone likes them. I can't say that I don't think I've ever used a Milwaukee tool. I can be honest. I used to have Porter cable until the batteries kind of went poopy on me, so give it to the old Mannix there. So do a truffle shuffle. It's because I could do that. All right, so I'll think about the closing. I'll set something up next week for closing. I'll karate chop something. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have hats, shirts, stickers, send me a DM. I will swap with you, swap hats, swap shirts, swap stickers. So, all right, anybody guys got anything else? I'm signing off. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Do a little jig. I don't have anything prepared. I'm not ready. Chop it now. All right. All right. Peer pressure. I'll cave. All right, guys. Just hold on. I'll get something choppable, okay? Some an insane human feat of strength. All right, here we go. You guys gonna watch me break my wrist, and I'll be out of action for a while. Chopping. Like what kind of chop? Like yeah, like that? Like just give it the old 1-2. Chop the slab on the floor. That guy? Oh my God, I'm not that strong. Just give it like I have beautiful eyes. I don't want to mess with them. So it's kind of, oh, ooh, this is poplar. This is poplar. So headbutt your bench. Now I can headbutt my bench, but I will give this a chop. All right, now how long are these? How long are these? What if it was like sticking in here? What if I did that? I was like, ah, and I came back up and it was like, all right, guys, all right, see you on next week's show. So see you later. Bye. I gotta go to the doctor. All right, so there we go. Fist was closed. Yeah, it wasn't so much. Dang, God, you guys got me. Hold on, redoing it. After you chop, just disappear.